Kathy, thank you very much, honey, for these tapes. And here we go. Shack in the mountain, bravely fighting a battle of time. Give all I own if I could but atone to that silver-haired daddy of mine. If I could recall all the heartaches, dear old daddy, I've caused you to bear. If I could erase those lines from your face and bring back the gold to your hair, if God but would grant me the power just to turn back the pages of time, I'd give all I own if I could but atone to that silver-haired daddy of mine. Push it. Okay, now.
A sweet little girl with bright golden curls sat playing with toys on the floor. Her dad went away for to enter the fray of the start of a long, bitter war. Nurse said, dear, your birthday is near. Tomorrow your presents I'll buy. The sweet little girl sweetly looked up and smiled and said with a tear in her eye, I don't want the skates nor the dolly you bought for my birthday last year. You could give all my toys to some poor girls and boys. Just bring back my daddy to me. That's all, folks.
Okay. Oh, I have a great ship on the ocean. It's all mounted with silver and gold. God, that doesn't start that way. And before my poor darling would suffer, that ship would be mounted, anchored and sold. Jeez, we're really messed up. Oh, come meet me tonight in the moonlight. Come meet me tonight all alone. For I have a story to tell you. It's a story that's never been told. But they're no. Okay. There's a little rosewood casket resting on a marble stand, with a packet of old love letters written by my true love's hand. Go and bring them to me, sister. Read them o'er for me tonight. I have tried to, but I could not, for the tears that filled my eyes. When I'm dead and in my casket, when I gently fall asleep to wake in heaven, dearest sister, do not weep. Place the letters and his locket, place them gently on my heart. But the golden ring that he gave me from my finger never part. Up here, Daddy, the front. Go and bring them to me, sister. Read them o'er for me tonight. I have tried to, but I could not, for the tears that filled my eyes. Okay, Brendan. Kathy, honey, I'm just trying to sing some of these older songs so that, you know, maybe if you keep this cassette, then you kids would have some of the older songs. You know, you remember how they go. So I hope it's okay. While strolling alone in the country, reviewing the scenes new and old, I spied an old-fashioned log cabin, so beautiful there to behold. A stranger was standing in silence, his eyes firmly fixed on the door. My heart ached in pity to see him, for these were the words that it bore. And the sign read, an old log cabin for sale, an old oaken bucket and well. Easy terms, keep a log on the fire each day, for there's an old log cabin for sale. Many years an old couple so patiently looked for a boy whose last promise did fail. Now the old rocking chair will be rocking no more. There's an old log cabin for sale. By an old rocking chair long she waited, for one glimpse of him how she yearned. And now he was standing in silence, too late, yes, too late, he'd return. A welcome I read on the floor mat, an old braided rug on the door, by the door. The hand of an angel had made it, with many a prayer prayed before. Too long has the old home been vacant, a candlelight gleaming no more. Don't wait till too late to remember, or there may be a a sign on the door. And the sign'll read an old log cabin for sale, an old oaken bucket and well. Easy terms, keep a log on the fire each day, for there's an old log cabin for sale. Um, Kathy, this is a song, honey, that none of you kids hardly have ever heard because it's just not one that we've hardly sang, but it's one of Grandma West's songs that maybe you'll enjoy it because I've always kind of liked it. The tears for me will be falling like a tree shedding its leaves. I'm making plans over teardrops, 'cause you're making plans to leave. You're making plans to forget me. I'm making plans to grieve. I'm making plans to be lonesome, 'cause you're making plans to leave. The tears for me will be falling like a tree shedding its leaves. I'm making plans over teardrops, 'cause you're making plans to leave. I'm making plans to be lonesome, 'cause you're making plans to leave. Here's one of Grandpa's favorites that you play without music. He was camped on the plains at the head of the Cimarron, when along came a stranger and stopped to argue some. He looked so very foolish, we began to look around. We thought he was a greenhorn, just escaped from town. He said he'd lost his job up on the Santa Fe, was going cross the plains to strike the 70. He didn't say just how come it, some trouble from the boss, but asked if he could borrow a fat saddle horse. This tickled all the boys to death, they laughed in their sleeves. We will lend you a fine horse, fresh and fat as you please. Shorty grabbed a lariat and roped the zebra dun, and gave him to the stranger and waited for the fun. Old Dunny was an outlaw, had grown so awful wild. He could paw the moon down, he could jump a mile. Dunny stood right still, as if he didn't know, until he was saddled and ready for to go. When the stranger hit the saddle, old Dunny quit the earth, and traveled right straight upward for all that he was worth. A pitchin' and a squealin' and a havin' wall-eyed fits. His feet hit perpendicular, his front feet in the bits. We could see the tops of the mountains under Dunny Everjunk, but the stranger was growed there like the camels grow a hump. The stranger set upon him and curled his black mustache like a summer boarder waiting for the hash. He thumped him in the shoulders and spurred him when he whirled. He hollered to the punchers, "I'm the woolly of the world." And when he had dismounted once more upon the ground, we knew he was a thoroughbred and not a gent from town. The boss, who was standing round watching at the show, walked up to the stranger and said he needn't go if you can use the lasso like you rode old Zebra Dun. You're the man that I've been looking for since the year one. There's one thing and a sure thing I've learned since I've been born. Every educated feller ain't a plum greenhorn. Daddy, A.P. West, used to sing that to me on the front steps of an old house in Beebe County, Texas. I'm sorry. When I was about 6 or 7 years old. Sorry, Kathy. This is the Dying Hobo Cat. And again, I'm not using a guitar because this guitar is not all that great. So I'm just going to sing it without a guitar. All around the western water tank, one cold December day, stood an empty boxcar with a dying hobo lay. His partner standing beside him with a low and bending head, listening to the last farewell this dying hobo said. I'm going to a better land where everything is bright, where handouts grow on bushes and you can lay out every night, where you do not have to work at all or even change your socks, and little streams of whiskey comes trickling through the rocks. Go tell my girl in Denver her face no more I'll view, for I'm gonna catch a fast freight train and ride it right straight through. Tell her not to weep for me, nor even tear her eyes, for I'm coming back to see her in the sweet, sweet by and by. Yodelay-o-lo-olay. Cat, this is a song, honey, that Grandma Hanford, Rose Hanford used to sing. And of course, she had a real high voice and it really, really sounded pretty. But I thought I would just sing this one too. On the Isle of Capri. 'Twas on the Isle of Capri where I found her, beneath the shade of an old walnut tree. I can still see the flowers blooming round her, where we met on the Isle of Capri. Summertime was nearly over, blue Italian skies up above. He said, "Lady, I'm a roamer. Can't you spare a sweet word of love?" She whispered softly for me not to linger, and as I kissed her hand I could see she wore a plain golden ring on her finger. 'Twas goodbye to the Isle of Capri. Summertime was nearly over, blue Italian skies up above. He said, "Lady, I'm a roamer. Can't you spare a sweet word of love?" She whispered softly for me not to linger, and as I kissed her hand I could see she wore a plain golden ring on her finger. 'Twas goodbye to the Isle of Capri. Okay, Kat, here's another one, honey, by that Rose used to sing. And I can't sing it, near like she's always sang it, because she sang it so nice and high and, kind of like a little Japanese girl. Anyway, this is Mentoy. Mentoy loved a boy, happy little Japanese. Oolong was his name, he set her heart aflame. One day Oolong say, "Soon I gotta go away." When he leaves, Mentoy grieves, everybody hear her say, "Don't be too long, Oolong, I long a hurry back home, waiting for the day when you'll come back and say, 'Inaki-saki, your little Japanese will be waiting underneath the bamboo tree.' So don't be too long, Oolong, I long a hurry back home. Don't be too long, Oolong, I long while you're away." Kathy, I'm going to sing one more song, and then I will sing you some religious songs. And the reason I want to sing you these religious songs is because I know you haven't heard them, but they always was very pretty and meant a lot to me when I was growing up as a young girl, because they were sang during those days in my family anyway. And so anyway, I'm just going to sing right now. I'm just going to sing this one other song here, "Cowboy Sweetheart," and then I'm going to sing you some religious songs. I want to be a cowboy sweetheart. I want to learn to rope and ride, to ride o'er the plains and the desert, to ride o'er the great divide. I want to hear the coyotes howling where the sun sets in the west. I want to be a cowboy sweetheart. That's the life that I love best. I want to be a cowboy sweetheart. I want to ride on old paint all day, gathering cattle at daybreak, going at a cowboy's pace. I want to hear the coyotes howling. I want to excuse me, sing and strum my guitar. I want to yodel, 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 dee. I wanna hear the coyotes howlin', where the sun sets in the west. I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. That's the life that I love best.
One more thing. Hi, this is Ashley. My sister was talking this now, and we wanted to say goodbye. And this is the end of Grandma's life story. The end. Thanks for calling Grandma's Life. Thank you for the cake today.
And then you say, my maiden name was. My maiden name was.
Stop! Stop! Hey, stop! Stop. Go pull the plug, Ash. We'll say it
Play it
next
back
time.
to us.
Yes! And that's the end of Grandma's life.
Home to come to. Isn't that right? You know, Mother, you are the worst person for trying to hold people back. I mean, it's like, hey, you know, if I want to live in town, you go live in town. You still have it. You always have your home. You can always come home. You know, it's not like I want to get rid of my place.
Just, you know,
I
one
get
more
out of
mother.
it. That's the point. Mother, I told you Colette was going to hire me back part-time as soon as we pick up a little bit.
Oh.
The economy has to pick up a little bit.
40 days and 40 nights we sailed the seas for Buddha.
Say that again.
40 days and 40 nights we sailed the seas for Buddha.
Oh, let me see what. It ain't gonna rain anymore. It ain't gonna rain no more. So how in the heck can I watch my day? It ain't gonna rain no more. Remember, you got a house. Jesus said, love everyone, treat them kindly too. When your heart is filled with love, others will love you. This is Brenda, and we are playing bingo today. And this is how you play. Okay, I will say a word, and if you have it, you have to take one of your bingos and put it on. Yes, yo. Ogwa, ogwa.